7th gear, up a hill, and this is a massive hill. So I can feel it a wee tiny bit in my knees, not hugely, a wee bit. But I would never attempt a hill like this ever on a bike at 7th gear. But it goes to show you how the bike is taking the work off you. It's just taking it all, which is amazing that torque, you really feel it all through this. It's just effortless. Oh my God, look at that view. I have never even seen this view before. I must have been missing out on a lot. Stunning. Get yourself on a bike. Welcome Bitsy Bobsy, we have the Engwe E26 and a wee midget here, which I really want one of them to do the video. Now can I get a break? Gee, it's never ending, it's always me going
I
to
wish I could go on that bike, but there's no chance. Like, it's basically bigger than me.
Right,
so...
you're doing the next one, I'm warning you. Right, I'm fed up with this rubbish. Anyway, let's get going on the road. Now, Hummer, this thing is massive. Brilliant, because being a midget at 5'7"-ish, I mean, it's not really that big when it comes to the world of men. You get to go out in the snow. And this bike is bloody made for stuff like that. This is the Engwe E26. How's everybody doing? Sorry for a wee bit shaky just now in the camera, but we are on the absolute shaky road, and well, it doesn't help the fact that it's icy as hell. But honestly, this E26, this is a terrain that this is made for. Now, thankfully, the shaking that you're going to see is going to be coming through the camera. It's not through the bike, thankfully, because this seat, oh God, this seat, whoa, big chef's kiss. Because we've got suspension coming through the seat, it just means that it's taking every single bump that's coming in here. I ain't feeling nothing at all. And the two front suspension on the forks is fantastic. I love it. I feel so tall on this bike. And I feel like I could push through every single terrain. Now, if you remember on the channel, not that long ago, a few weeks back, we were on a similar sized tyre e-bike. And I tell you one thing though, that is a lovely bike, but that's a cruising bike. Because although the bike seems to be alright going through this, the camera mount's not. Just goes to show you how shaky this is, and I don't even feel it coming through me, but it went through it. So, the E26, it is a UK legal e-bike. Even though to look at it, when I say you wouldn't think so, oh, I don't want to use that word, please don't make me use that word. Oh, it's coming out, it's a beast. But, you know, that word is very oversaturated and used quite a lot. And maybe it's not the word that should be used on a lot of bikes, but it is in this one, because this is a beast of a bike. It is massive. But the weight-wise, now unlike some of the other bikes that are coming in that are quite big, the weight-wise in this bike is a lot different because it's only coming in about 35 kilos. Now, as I'm getting a bit older, I am finding it a bit harder to get my leg over. Where? But strangely, because of the angle that this sits at, the top bar, it's okay to get over it. I thought I was going to struggle quite a bit with that. Now, as we were saying about the suspension earlier on, now not only is the suspension fantastic, because it is indeed fantastic, you've also got these 26 by 4-inch tyres. Now, they can really soak up the road here. And I mean majorly soak up the road. So today I was hoping for more snow because you know, you've got some ideas for certain bikes and stuff. This one, my idea was totally, I wanted it through snow. And I can't believe I'm moaning at this. Well, I can't believe I'm not I'm moaning. I'm always moaning. But there's no snow whatsoever, really, which is annoying because I really wanted to get it out. Now, on this bike, I will say to you, if you're a heavier person, this bike is really the one you should be thinking about. Now, hear me out on this one. Why? because the 26-inch by 4 tyres, because the dual suspension, because the seat suspension. If you want to go out and not feel like you're heavy, that'll do it for you. Plus, this bike has got 70 Newton metre of torque, and I tell you, it doesn't mean much, I think, sometimes when you look at specs and paper, but it does mean much when you're out on the bike. And the reason I'm saying that to you, it means much when you're out on the bike, is because this gets you to 15.5, and I know that this can do a lot more than that. I can feel that this can do a lot more than that. So come the hills, which we're obviously going to be hitting, we'll get to see how hard this is going to push. But I tell you one thing, the smoothness on the tyres that are on here, you will get inevitably some road noise. That's just going to happen because we've got really thick, wide tyres. But lots of people out there are, wanting bikes with throttles and things. Well, that's not the law, unfortunately, that we've got. It's not allowed. Please don't do it. Because the reason being is you're just going to get the rest of us in trouble. And I prefer not to get in trouble. So this is why, obviously, when I take out the bikes, I refuse to take out the ones that aren't maybe on the road. Whereas this one, I could definitely do on the road and off the road. It's about 1 degree out here. I swear to God, my nipples are coming right through that screen at you. It's like a 3D effect. So on the channel, we always like to give a wee mental health shout out because, well, I'm ruined, if you like. How are you doing? If you're watching me from the sidelines, or if you're watching me from your bed and struggling to get out, if you are watching me from your TV screen thinking it'd be nice to get out, maybe you might not want to go out in like 1 degree or 0 degrees, but you might want to get out. Been in my bed nearly every day this week. I've struggled to get up. But something happens when I switch on the cameras. I just feel invigorated. I feel as if I have a purpose. It's like somebody switched a light switch. And my purpose that I tell myself when I'm on these bikes is to help you. I want to help you get out. I want to help tell you that everything feels dark and what we're going to do. And this isn't going to be a great solution to life. But sometimes the domino effect happens. And when you do one thing, it all starts, just triggering off. So I'm hoping this works. I'm certainly feeling happy I'm out, even though I'm freezing cold. Now, if I was on the other bikes, how would I feel on this one? Well, the other bikes will be faster on the road. This is true. I would be able to pick up one or more of my own speed while I'm on the road. That is also true. But this bike, to me, is the type of bike where I go out and I want it to take the work for me. I don't think I've got it in me to do the masses of work. But I will say one thing all the time. You keep this in pedal assist 5, you're going to knock on the door of that 15.5 all the time, which is a good thing if you're in a rush, but you don't want to push yourself through it. Get the bike to take the work. This is what this absolute powerhouse is made for. Now, the E26 is not a brand new bike by any means. It's been out for a while, which goes to show you a lot of the bikes get refined, get changed, get things upgraded. This bike hasn't really needed anything changed on it. We've got the hydraulic brakes. We've got a beautiful colour screen. And I tell you, when the colour screen was out at the time, I says it was ahead of its time. It's still pretty decent screen in these days and for the price that you're paying. The rack is a strange thing on this bike. The reason that I count the rack as a strange thing is it says it can take up to 25 kilos. See, when you see this rack, when I take you around, I think you'll maybe disagree and think it will take more because it certainly looks like it will take more. It's something that a stress test would needed to be done on it, to be fair. Now, on my own steam though, because of the weight of the bike, can I push it above the 15.5 miles? and I'm struggling. My knees are pretty sore. I don't know if I could do it. I'm not sure on that one. I would also say as well that we're going to be on a cadence sensor, not a torque sensor, because it's not adjusting to my knees. On this bike, I said it doesn't matter. It's made to pull you and your stuff. It's made to be the help that you need. But out the box, all the gears and everything were all set up fine. One of my favourite things about this bike is the light. It is huge. Huge. Oh. Up to the crossroads of doom here, it feels like. It's not the safest going into a 60-mile-an-hour crossroad. But I tell you one thing, people are going to see this bike because of the height of you. They're not going to be able to say, I didn't notice you. They'll notice you. And as you see, they're taking off from the stop there. It's really quite quick to push its way through. Now, I do think to myself, if this was your first e-bike, this is a great e-bike that you'll be able to use in all different terrains. But I'm also thinking as well, there might be a few of you out there, just like myself, who've maybe got a few e-bikes for different reasons. I would keep this e-bike for, I need an all-rounder. I need something to do the journey for me. Get me outside, get me breathing the air, get me awake, as you say. Elephant in the room. And I don't mean because this is about the size of an elephant. Battery fatigue shows on the meter. It will show you that it's using more battery than what it actually is. Jesus, 25 mile an hour going down this hill, and the thing just is so unbelievably stable. Again, unlike some people's mental health. But yeah, I'm not happy with the battery fatigue at all. I don't like when it shows you that. It gives me a bit of uneasiness. But the battery in this bike does say it will do to about 75 miles, if I remember right. God, this road is so bumpy. This is a main road. But yeah, because I started off at 5. Now, granted, the coldness out there, if any of you are e-bikers, you will know that the cold will deplete your battery down quite a bit. It will happen, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just not nice to look at on the screen. So one thing I have noticed, I thought I would switch off the assistance after I've got a couple of miles under my belt there. Well, more than a couple. Just to see if I can then use my own go to push through. So I'm on the straight, feel it through my knees. I have turned off the pedal assist and I'm sitting about 14.5. Quite pleased with that, that's lovely. I didn't think I had it in me, but that's the other reason maybe people don't think about e-biking, is that just because you've got an e-bike, you don't have to use the assistance all the time. It doesn't have to be used. You can turn it down when you want a wee blast of your own energy to obviously see what you can do. Just the same as you go for a run, use all your energy, and get the e-bike to take you back. Listen, there is no shame in not being as healthy as what you used to be. There's none in that. There's no shame if you can't get out the door. There is tools to help you try and do it. Again, I'm going to point out that the e-bikes are a good way at it, but this one is definitely a feel out of every other bike that I've got. I feel that this bike can take my weight more stable than the rest of them. It just feels like a tank, but not in a terrible way where you're going, this is just too heavy. It's just sturdy. beyond belief. And because of that sturdiness, might add, there's no creaks, knocks. It's the creaks I'd be more thinking about with my weight and stuff than it would bug me. There's not one creak on this thing. Going over bumps, there's not even any noise, which is just lovely. Especially for my ears. The Engwe E26. What a... Don't use the word beast, don't use the word beast. I don't know what other word to use because it's just a beast. It is massive, it really is massive, but 35 kilos, it's actually not as big as you think it would be. Some of the other bikes and that are weighing about 50 kilos, and this is not coming on to that, which is really good. I was saying about the 70 Newton metre of torque, and I tell you one thing, the 70 Newton metre of torque is fantastic. This pulls me, I look like I've had a baby there or something like that, or ate a baby, back to the Shreka. But no, it pulled me everywhere I needed to go, and with less than I needed on the rest of them. There's so many great things I would say about this bike, but I seem to be saying a lot of great things about other bikes. If you watch the channel, there is ones where I will tell you about the bad bits. There's not as many bad bits as you want on this one. There is significantly less than everything else. Now, as I'm going to point around as we're going to go around, I'll just be pointing at things just now. We have 2 bottle holders. 2? Most of the bikes don't even have 1. This rack, they're saying maximum 25 kilos, which I think is ridiculous because it is thick. I mean thick. Pretty sure it will take a lot more than that. 250 watt motor, which I'm not sure, it says 250 watts, 250 watt for the running out and that, but I certainly think that it pulls a lot better than other motors, and it's very quiet as well, which I do love. So we've got the 26" by 4" tyres, which they soak up most of the bumps, because that, coupled with the suspension and seat post, coupled with the double at the front, honestly, it's very smooth hitting bumps and stuff. I wanted to get out more on off-road, and I just didn't get the chance today because it's very a mush everywhere else. I wanted permanent snow, that's what I was looking forward to, and this is what I got. Such is life. So with the 7-speed gearing, we have got a funny bell. When I say a funny bell, it's not the standard bell. Bloody loud bell. And remember, when that ding goes off, hit the like and subscribe that I've probably got pitting up there somewhere. And so on the bike, we also have got hydraulic brakes, which I find fantastic. We have got a throttle which is limited to the UK legal. Actually, it's dead funny, sometimes I have pulled that before and then the bike, because it's set to off-road, it will just shoot off. I'm not sure if it's got an off-road thing. I should look that up. I'm not really going to, and the reason being is this is a road legal test that I'm doing today. So for that, we're going to stick to road legal. The light that's on the front of this is massive. Now, is it on? No. Is it on now? Yep. Can you see it? Because my God, the cars will see it. Because you've got the extra ride height, what I did find when I was out there, I did feel a lot safer because I felt that the car drivers could see me up here, which I thought them coming towards me definitely felt good. It is a great bike, and it is one that I think you should have in your arsenal of e-bikes. Or, as I was saying at the start of the video, if you are heavier, this won't make you feel as heavy. And at the same point as well is that the bike will take all the work for you. You could take a lot of gear with you and it will go. It can be your one e-bike and keep it forever, or it can be your one, like a switchblade of e-bikes where you can use it in all sorts of terrains. I'm going to take you around the bike and we'll have a wee look at it and all that stuff. So the walk around. Big, massive tyres. And you see we've got the 7 Shimano system. The 250 watt motor. The backlight, which actually doubles up as a brake light. And the rack, which is fantastic. The seat, which is very squishy. Squish taste there. It's nice and comfortable. The 2 ball holders, which are amazing. The battery in the frame, which is very easy to click out from the side. Again, we've got those massive tyres. And we have got that beautiful light. Beautiful colour screen. We've got the loud horn. I'm not going to ding it again because it's very loud. 7-speed. Twist throttle, which will go to walk and assist mode to keep it legal. And the hydraulic brakes, along with your plus and minus for your assistance. And you've got a separate button for the lights and for cycling through the the different modes on the trip. Odometer, average. So we come to the end of the video and the end of the review, and with a high, we're at 100,000 odd subscribers. I don't know what to say. I never expected that. I certainly didn't want it off the back of something, a video that I had to do that I didn't want to do for my family. But here we are. Now, the happy bit is, though, is you guys, thanks. You're new. Hi. I'm the depressive crabbit, Moni, gets to ride out the e-bikes, test them, and hopefully try and help you get out to ride and test them. And if you could you pass it on to anybody else who's about you? I know I've got a lot. It feels good. I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I feel a lot of purpose in doing this because I want to help everybody get out e-biking. If it can help me feel better with the way I've had, and I've had a whole week in bed, I could hardly even get out. Things were so terrible. But I got out today, literally, to do this review for you and for me as well. I just never say for me. So bike, thank you. And even though the size of you, thanks for lifting me up. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.